Snapchat will let you pay to design your own custom geofilter. Tim Cook calls for a new Civil Liberties Commission over the FBI controversy. Zuckerberg defends free basics at Mobile World Congress, and more. It's Monday, February 22nd, and this is Crunch Report, presented by Toyota. Well, Facebook's Free Basics mobile connectivity program did get blocked in India earlier this month over net neutrality issues. But CEO Mark Zuckerberg says the company is looking into other ways to provide services to more users, such as laser transmissions from light aircraft and 10,000 old-school hotspots. Zuck was speaking at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, it's happening all week, and shrugged off criticism about the company's motives for Internet.org. That's the organization behind a lot of these projects. Namely, that it's more or less just a way to build out Facebook's advertising network. Free Basics may be stalled in India, but it is growing elsewhere, with programs rolled out jointly with mobile carriers in 38 countries already. Zuck also touched on Facebook's bid to build internet drones and solar-powered planes that can stay in the air for 6 months, explaining, quote, "It will have the wingspan of a 747, but weigh as much as a car, very light. And the other piece is a laser comms system 12 times faster to beam down access. With a laser, you can get higher bandwidth." Those Facebook people, they're crazy. Earlier today, Apple CEO Tim Cook sent an email out to employees, internal email, addressing the FBI's request to unlock an iPhone that Apple had refused to cooperate with. You know the story, we talked about it all week. Says Cook in the email, quote, "This case is about much more than a single phone or a single investigation. So when we received the government's order, we knew we had to speak out. At stake is the data security of hundreds of millions of law-abiding people and setting a dangerous precedent that threatens everyone's civil liberties." Now, this case has continued to develop over the weekend, with the FBI admitting it had reset the Apple ID password of the terrorist's iPhone C, which then removed the possibility of connecting to Apple's servers and performing a fresh iCloud backup, which would have given the FBI the data that it's now trying to force out of Apple. The Bureau argues that it needs actually more information than what a backup would have provided anyway, but a senior Apple engineer disputes that. Cook's letter today addresses what Apple wants to do next, specifically form a commission to discuss how intelligence, technology, and civil liberties should interact in the future. Snapchat getting more creative about making money. The company just introduced new on-demand geofilters, where anybody with some design know-how can pay Snapchat to create their own and distribute their own custom geofilters in a specific area for a specific amount of time. So, for example, say it was the 5th anniversary of your startup. You're excited about it. You could pay for a geofilter of 5,000 square feet or more for 30 minutes or longer, and then anyone within that geoframe could add your filter to their snaps, kind of like your own marketing channel. Snapchat will share metrics on your filters by both views as well as uses, so then you can see if the money was worth it. Google Fiber is coming to Huntsville, Alabama. Congratulations to the citizens of Huntsville. The company's highly coveted gigabit fiber service will piggyback on the fiber network that municipally owned Huntsville Utilities is already building in the city. Huntsville Mayor Tommy Battle says, quote, "Google's entrance into our market bolsters our high-tech legacy, energizes our entrepreneurs, tinkerers, and engineers, and supports the high quality of life Huntsville is known for delivering." Sounds like we all should go and visit. If all goes as planned, Huntsville will become the 10th city to offer Google Fiber service, joining Kansas City, Provo, Austin, and Atlanta, where fiber is already in use, plus 5 more cities on the way. Picture it. Sicily, 1922. If you get that reference, I love you. You're at a little cafe and you have to go to the bathroom. So you ask the person next to you, "Can you watch my stuff?" Everybody's done this, right? It's a complete stranger, but what other choice do you have? We've all done this. Now there's a much better alternative, Metasensor's Sensor 1. It's a tiny little box that will watch your stuff for you, because once you attach it to whatever you don't want touched, it'll fire off a siren or send a notification to your phone. So it's like a car alarm, but it's small and for everything. A hotel room door, for example, or a locked safe in your house. The cookie jar. Possibilities are endless here. The Sensor 1 uses low-energy Bluetooth Smart for communication and will log data even if your phone goes out of range. Metasensor added not only a 3-axis accelerometer, but also a gyroscope, a magnetometer, a set of RGB LEDs, and a nice, loud siren. It uses a swappable coin cell battery and then a built-in sticky pad so it can attach to things. And there's even an API, so you could hook it to your laptop or your Raspberry Pi or your Arduino and get access to a stream of motion data to use however you like. Metasensor already exceeded their $10,000 goal on Indiegogo, but if you're interested in getting in early, one sensor starts at $79 and the price drops a bit if you buy a pack. The first units are scheduled to ship in October. And that is the report for today. I am Sarah Lane. Crunch Report airs every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on TechCrunch.com. You can also find us on iTunes and on YouTube, and we'll see you tomorrow.